What is the origin of the name Canada?
One can, two ducks walk in a
Who
line.
was the first Prime Minister of Canada?
Joe Clark.
What animal is on the Canadian quarter?
A bunny rabbit.
How many oceans touch Canada?
47 oceans totally cover Canada in one big circle.
How many countries border Canada?
2. United States and Alaska.
What is the capital city of Canada? The
Rochester.
national capital.
Rochester.
True or false, Canada is the world's second largest country by land mass.
I don't know, I never went to Mass.
What is the Canadian $1 coin called?
The Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes?
How many territories in Canada?
1. The whole country is one big territory, isn't it? I thought it was.
What is the most recent territory in Canada called?
Idaho.
When was the most recent territory in Canada formed?
1492. Columbus sailed the ocean.
When was the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms included in the Constitution Act?
1777. 1 year after the United States guys did it.
True or false, Superman was created by a Canadian?
True. Very true.
Who was the first people to live in Canada? A. Europeans, B. Americans, C. Aboriginals, or D. Norsemen?
The Aborigines, they came from Australia and moved here way back in the 20s. Yes, it was the Aborigines.
What is the name of the elected lower house of Canadian government? Of Canadian Parliament.
The lower house? That would be the basement apartment. Basement apartment.
What is the leader of Canada called?
The really big head.
What leaf is on the Canadian flag?
The marijuana leaf, I think.
What is the Canadian national anthem called?
It is called the Canadian National Anthem of Canada.
What is the big prize for the Canadian Football League called? The something cup. What is it called?
The coffee cup?
What is the big prize for the National Hockey League called? The something cup.
The really big coffee cup.
What rodent is described by the Canadian Encyclopedia as having had a greater impact on history and exploration of Canada than any other animal or plant species?
What? What? A bunny rabbit.
What measurement is used in Canada to measure temperature?
A thermometer.
How many national languages does Canada have?
3.
What are Canada's national languages?
Canadian, American, and French. And, there's 4. Big hairy woman too.
Who was the only Canadian ever to serve as Prime Minister of Great Britain?
Tony Blair.
Which was the 10th province to join Confederation?
Montana?
Who was the first French-Canadian Prime Minister of Canada?
Jean Beliveau.
Who led the Métis in the rebellions at Red River in 1870 and in the Northwest in 1885?
Gordie Howe.
What was the name of system of safe passages and safe houses to allow American slaves to escape to freedom in Canada?
The underground Greyhound bus.
Who is Laura Secord famous for? What is Laura Secord famous for?
Making the first chocolate-covered almond.
How many time zones in Canada?
47.
How many national parks are there in Canada?
47.
What is the name of the highest mountain in Canada?
K2.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.